what's some of the advice you would give, some lessons learned that you've learned along your path you'd pass on to some early career professionals?
It has to do with what I said about don't look back and regret the fact that you didn't do anything. If there's only one thing I believe I can regret is why I didn't do this earlier. So I believe if you do have the passion, especially if you're young, I guess, just do it. I mean, go and jump and see what happens. I mean, it's not just go and do whatever. I mean, put yourself on your worst case scenario, plan ahead, have a plan B, maybe a plan C or a plan D just in case. But I mean, if really you are passionate about something, don't be afraid and do it. I mean, what is the worst case scenario?
Yep.
It's not, you're going to fail. You're going to learn from that. You're going to end up finding a job and move forward.
Yep.
So
yep.
As soon as that thing sparks, I guess, put a plan and execute. That will be my advice.
Love it. Okay. And then for you personally, what kind of legacy or what do you want to be remembered for?
Oh boy. That's a tough question. Not the standards, definitely not. I will switch more to the personal side. Everything we do has to do with dealing with people. Don't do to anybody things that you will hate people doing to you. I do have a 17-year-old son, and I always tell him this. He's in that age, as you can tell, you can imagine. It's very difficult always to make the right decision, even though actually that right decision, it's going to compromise something that you would like to do or you don't want to do. And I always tell him, you need to do the right thing. Don't lie, do your work at school. I mean, do always the right thing. If one thing I learned from my parents was you need to go to bed every single night and be able to close your eyes and sleep without thinking that you did something wrong to anybody. And for me, that is priceless, really. Not the fact that I can sleep at night even though I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. But the fact that you are doing the right thing. And I believe it goes all the way in different levels. It doesn't really matter. Be kind and do the right thing. That is pretty much it.
Yeah. No, I like that. And it's, as much as we love technology, what you said is very true. It's still about people.
It's still about people, and you need to be kind with people. And I would like to finish with this story. As I said, I came from Peru. Peru is a poor country. We were lucky enough. My dad was a doctor, has his own practice. My mom never needed to work. She was always at home for us. And my parents traveled once a year, so money wasn't an issue really for us, thank God. And I remember I might have been 7 years old. And it goes to be kind with people and do the right thing. So I remember going shopping with my mom, and I loved this chocolate bar, typical chocolate bar from Peru. And she bought one for me. So jump on the car, I was sitting right next to her, and a poor little kid from the street knocked at my side window and point to the chocolate bar. My mom turned around and looked at me and she said, "Give him a piece." And I was like, "No, that is my chocolate bar." And the guy, again, knocked at the window. So she looked at me again and said, "Now you give him half of the chocolate. The next time he knocks at the window, you're going to give the entire chocolate to him." So I took the window down, grab it, give it to him. she looked at me and said, she doesn't have the luck that you do have. He doesn't have a mom that can actually buy him a chocolate. You always need to be kind to people. And 50-something years later, still stuck in my head.
Still sharing your chocolate.
And that is what I do. So you need to be kind to people and do the right thing.
That's great. Glad you shared that story. I think it also goes to show the impact that one small situation could have on how you think about things the rest of your life.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you can make the difference to people just by one example. This is small.
Yeah. Yeah. And the intention of why you treat people right or do the right thing should always be just because that's what you want to do. You want to treat people well.
But it comes back.
It does.
Always.
That's what I was going to say is a byproduct of you doing that.
Right.
What do people think of you when they're thinking about, even in a business sense?
Absolutely.
I want to work with that guy. I want to work with that company. They answered their call. The customer service they provide, the way they treat people. That is one way that companies can set themselves apart, because how many of every type of company is there, right? How many BIM companies are there? How many survey companies are there? There's a ton. What can you as an individual or you as a business do to make yourself different? It's how you treat people.
Right.
It's, what are some little things you can do that are different? But the interactions with individuals and actually wanting the best for others, it has to be authentic.
Absolutely.
Because sometimes people
can
think
tell.
that and they try to maybe fake their way to it. And it's like, no, it's, you don't be kind to someone only because you're waiting for them, you're expecting the return.
Right, of course.
But when it's genuine, it always, always comes back.